Sir, tell us about yourself, your name. Give us your name.
My name is Terry Leon Gwynn Jr. Born and raised in Burlington, North Carolina. I'm married, happily married, got a beautiful wife and two kids. I started going to the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club in the third grade. I stayed here till seventh grade. That's when the sports career just took off. I attended Cummins High School. After Cummins High School, I had a full scholarship to go play basketball at Virginia Commonwealth University. After VCU, I moved up to Northern Virginia, where I started working security for the government. After that, I got into IT, and then after that, I slightly transferred into information security, where I'm now a senior security analyst. I honestly don't know what I would be doing if I never attended the Boys and Girls Club. Like the Boys and Girls Club, it opened up so many paths for me. It put a basketball in my hands. It was able to give me a full scholarship to Virginia Commonwealth University. And I really owe that all to the Boys and Girls Club.
My name is Lacey Flintall, born and raised in Burlington, here in Burlington, North Carolina. We attended Cummins High School. After graduation from there, I attended Wake Forest University. I transferred from there and I finished at Ohio University, where I played football at both of those schools. I'm now a youth transition program director at a nonprofit here in Burlington called North Carolina Families United. I'm married for a year and a half now. I have 3 kids, 2 daughters and a son. Fourth grade, my dad worked here in the after-school program. He had brought me along with him one day just because he was going to work. I enjoyed myself so much, I asked to come back. I have dozens of memories that I could recall from that were meaningful for me moving forward, I guess, in life. Mr. Jim Smith started an AAU basketball team, Amateur Athletic Union basketball team in Alamance County called the Alamance Athletics. And we were able to place ourselves in the top 4 in the state and went on to nationals. A lot of us couldn't afford a trip to Disney World in Orlando, but Mr. Smith helped sponsor that trip, and along with the help of our parents, we were able to. That was our first taste of exposure outside of North Carolina, outside of Alamance County. I'd like to see that continue, where people in the community develop and implement programs and projects like the Alamance Athletics that Mr. Smith had started then. In terms of professional development and leadership and life skills that these youth need to successfully transition into adulthood, peer-to-peer support, whether it be public speaking, conflict resolution, cultural competency, because life as we know it is not a melting pot anymore. It's more like a salad bowl. Like everyone's different. They come from different backgrounds, whether it be economically, religious, ethnicity, some LGBTQ awareness, like just being made aware of things that are different from you, so that it doesn't shock you culturally when you leave this place. So we had guys who were a couple of years older than us, who I consider to be like big brothers or cousins, extended cousins. You know, it was like you had an extra set of eyes that would kind of protect you. And then there were an older group of mentors here, and such as Robbie, Ginger, Sherry. I remember Miss G. My dad, of course. My dad was my biggest role model. Like I grew up. I just remember growing up wanting to be like him. The same people who were counseling you and advising you, you can come to them for advice and for help, and they'll help you in the best way that they can, even after you're no longer, attending a Boys and Girls Club. So I had suffered some setbacks that led to my incarceration in prison. That because the letters in the mail that I got were people who attended the Boys and Girls Club with me. The visits that I got were people who attended Boys and Girls Club with me. And for me to acquire my bachelor's degree afterwards and acquire employment and to contribute and give back to the community, I owe that to the Boys and Girls Club. So I mean, I don't speak about it often, but that's one of those things that I think I took it for granted. I most certainly believe the Boys and Girls Club saved my life. I know for a fact. Some people say they believe it, like there's a maybe or a possibility. I think that there's a 100% chance that the Boys and Girls Club saved my life. I owe the compassion that I have for youth in transition and helping assist them and support them and connecting them with supports and resources so that they can progress in life. I owe that to the Boys and Girls Club, because that compassion was instilled in me 20 years ago.